What's going on, guys? Shadow Raj here and welcome back to the channel. Today is our last day of Go Fest in New Jersey. There's still several shinies that we need to get. We need a Dust Form Rockruff, we need a Finian, we need a couple unknowns, and we need a few other things. So there's quite a bit we still need to do. So with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, we've got our first batch of eggs, and the first one is a Drudagon. Hopefully we can get that blue Rockruff in here, but that's another Drudagon. Egg number 3 is going to be a Bombardier. 4 is going to be a Rockruff. Just come on, buddy, be blue. And the next egg is, let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Hopefully that is the Dust Form. And what is the next one? A Bombardier. And let's see, is this the Dust Form? Unfortunately, it is not. This game is just teasing us, but you know, it is what it is. Let's go find some more. And check it out, guys, we have our next shiny. It is going to be a shiny Finian. That's pretty freaking awesome. That completes that set, and that's one less thing we need to worry about, so that's awesome. All right, that Finian has been caught, and let's take a look and see if it's any good. Survey says, yeah, not too bad. We'll definitely take that one. We found us another shiny on the way to the park, and this time it is a Spinda, but I don't believe that this is the number 2 that we're looking for, but let's catch it and find out. All right, it has been caught, and it's not that good, but is it form number 2? I don't think it is. It is not form number 2. That's unfortunate. So I don't know how long it's gonna take for us to get to Central Park. We have a parade going on, so the music's just been so loud I haven't been able to record anything, but I did screen record stuff, so I'm gonna have to show you it, you know, that way, but you know, at least I can do that. But here we have some eggs. Let's see what we get. We have 9 of them. First one is a Rockruff. We got a blue one earlier, but still wasn't the freaking Dust Form. And number 2 is the Turtonator. How about egg number 3 is a Bombardier. And number 4 is another Bombardier. We just want the blue one and we want it to be a Dust Form. That's all we're asking. Number 5 is a Brown Pup. How about number 6? Is a Hawklucha. Number 7 is another pup. How about 8? Bombardier. And the last one is another brown pup. So that's super unfortunate. Watch one of these. Yep, of course the first one we clicked on was a Dust Form, but you know, it happens. All right, we've made it to the park. What takes 30 minutes, or what has been taking 30 minutes, took us like 2.5 hours. It was so crowded, and I'm like 3 blocks away, and you can still hear that music. It's just so freaking loud, but you know, we're at the park, so hopefully things will clear up and it'll be a lot easier from here. And while we're hatching some eggs, we've got yet another Clink, so that's a shocker. Pretty common thing. I think we've got like maybe 5 of these this event, but you know, it's all good. We'll catch it, and maybe it'll be that elusive Shundo. That'd be pretty sweet. We've got it caught, and yeah, not any good at all. We're here with our buddy Andy, and he has hatched 2 Dust Form Rockruffs today, so he's gonna try and help us out.
All right, let's see.
Let's see if he's got the magic touch or if he used it all on himself.
First one.
And the first one is a Drudagon.
Not too bad, not too bad.
How about number 2?
Hawklucha. I'll take that, 1377 hopefully.
And number 3?
Another Hawklucha.
How about number 4 though?
Another Hawklucha.
All right, he's got it right here on the 5th one.
Oh man, okay, so another Drudge. Another Drudge, let's see if it's on this one.
6. Well, there's a brown pup, but it wasn't the blue one we're looking for. All right, he's got this one, and he's got another brown one for us.
At least I got you a pup.
And the next one is a Turtonator.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I think this is the last egg and another Drudagon.
Oh
but,
man.
You know, we still got plenty of time to hatch eggs. We'll go ahead and check through these. I didn't see anything super great. That one's okay.
Decent.
And yeah, nothing super great, but
sorry,
that's
man.
Okay. It's cool. You know, it's worth a shot.
All right, bro.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
And we are here with another shiny, and it's another unknown, and it's an exclamation point. So got a couple of those, got a couple question marks. That's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and see if this one's any good. All right, it has been caught, and survey says, yeah, it's all right, we'll take it. We are back with 7 more 5Ks. Let's see if we can get that blue pup here. So far, we've got one, but it wasn't the Dust Form, and that is a Turtonator. And how about egg number 2 is a brown pup. Egg number 3 is going to be another brown pup. How about number 4? Will it be the one? No, that's a shiny Drudagon though. That's cool, we'll take that. And number 5 is a brown pup. Man, this game is just teasing pretty hard. The next egg is a bombardier, and I think that's it. Nope, there's one more. That is going to be a brown pup, of course it is. And let's go ahead and see, we got half of them were brown pups, and let's see how many of them were the dust form. So it was half and half. We hatched 4, 2 of them were dust, 2 of them were regular, but none of them were shiny. All right, we are back with another set of eggs. We've got 9 of them here. Hopefully that's got the blue pup, that is the dust form. And first one is another brown pup. Egg number 2 is a halucha. How about number 3 is a turtonator. Egg number 4 wants to be another turtonator. And number 5, I feel like this is gonna be the one. Nope, it's bombardier. Egg number 6 is another turtonator. Man, there's a lot of turtonators in here. Number 7, are you lucky? Nope, that's a Drudagon. And number 8, come on buddy, it's a bombardier. So we're down to 1 more in this batch, and we've got about a couple hours left. So let's see, this one is another turtonator. So that was fun. It was mostly turtonators in there. Well, there's 4 of them, but let's check these stats. Any hundos in here? That'd be at least something, but it's not looking so, yeah, nothing super great, but you know, we'll keep hunting. All right, we are back with 6 more chances of getting a shiny rock ruff from these eggs, and let's see, egg number 1 is a bombardier, and number 2 is gonna give us a brown pup. Man, it just needs to be blue and dust form. We've hatched 1 so far, but it is not the blue one. We can get the blue one here. Nope, that's a turtonator. And the next egg is going to be a brown pup. It's just teasing us at this point. And the next egg is a bombardier, and I believe that there is 1 more, and it is going to leave us with a brown pup. So that is exciting. And none of them were hundos, and none of them were dust form, so that's fun. And we've got another shiny unknown. This time it's an L, so that's pretty fun. We got a blue shiny, not the blue that we're looking for, but if I could get it, there we go, great throw. If I could throw with my thumb, I'm so terrible at throwing with my thumb in front of you guys. I usually use my index finger whenever I'm not holding the camera. So let's go ahead and check this. Is it something super amazing? And whenever it loads, there it is. Yeah, it's not too bad. So we'll take it. What's going on? We are back with another shiny. This time it is a binnacle, so that's pretty fun. Took a couple throws, but we were able to get it, and yeah, it's not bad. We'll take it. Up next we have a Ferroseed, so another blue shiny, but not the blue one we're after. We've got about an hour and 45 minutes left, so here's to hoping. But Andy said that if I don't get one, he'd be willing to trade us one, so I think that'll be all right. Let me know down in the comments if you guys think that's cool or not. And we've got another shiny unknown, and this time it's an H, so had pretty good luck with the shiny unknowns during this event. Can't complain too much. We got all the ones we needed, mostly. I think we still need the W, the I, and I think there might be 1 more, but those might be the only 2 as well. But let's check in, see if it's anything great. Definitely not. We've got a set of 4 here, so let's see what we can get. Hopefully that's shiny, and that's a turtonator. And come on, blue pup. Yep, it's blue, but it's not a pup. That's a Drudagon. How about the next one? There's a brown pup. And the last one is going to be another brown. That is unfortunate, and neither one were the dust formed, but you know, it happens. All right, we've got 9 eggs, and we've got 9 minutes left of the event, but well, for the spawn anyways, but let's go ahead and see what we got here. First egg, you're good. And the first egg is going to be a rock ruff, but it's brown. And how about number 2 is a turtonator. Egg number 3 is going to be a halucha. How about number 4? Will you be the blue one? Nope, you're still gonna be a brown one. And number 5, come on buddy, another brown one. How about number 6? Are you gonna be it? Nope, just gonna keep giving us the brown one. Number 7, come on, another brown one. This is just fantastic. Number 8 is going to be another brown one. So that's like 5 in a row. This game is just, it's just rude. And the last one is going to be a Hawlucha. So that is just unfortunate. They were 6 of the 9 were Rockruffs and none of them were shiny. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the 6 were the dust form, but none of them were shiny, so that's pretty unfortunate. We'll check the stats on these real quick just for fun. That's okay. And yeah, nothing really great in there, but we've got Andy. He said he'll help us out, so we'll trade with him. We are back with Andy and we are gonna do a trade. We are gonna do a dust form Rockruff for a shiny Froakie, and hopefully we can get something good here. I'm looking for a 543 and Andy wants a 453, so let's see what we can get. You feeling pretty good about it?
And we'll see.
Well, we'll definitely will see.
Let's see. I'm gonna keep my phone down.
Okay, we can do that. And the phones are down, so
3, 2, 1.
And it wasn't lucky, but a 473.
Mine's a 1 star.
Yeah, mine's a 0 star.
But you got it for the collection. Man.
Yeah, it goes into the collection, so that's pretty awesome. Appreciate it.
No problem, buddy.
Thank you. All right, we are here with Ryan, and we're gonna do a mirror trade of Nimbles just for fun, just to see what happens. We both want, or actually, I want a 203, he wants a 507, so we'll do the 10,000 Stardust, and we'll see what it gets. You wanna try the old
lucky reroll? Let's
put
go.
him down again, put him down, let him simmer, let him cook a little bit, and
see what happens.
Yeah, it didn't work out the first time, but maybe the second time. And
We'll see.
3, 2, 1, it is not shiny, and
I got a PvP IV1.
110, 13, that's pretty freaking awesome.
I'll use it in the Great League for sure.
Ours is just terrible, but we'll take it. Appreciate it.
No problem, thank you.
So we are back at the hotel and it was a long day. It's been a fun day, but it was pretty long. So I think I tracked about 53 or 54 miles walked these last 4 days. So it was absolutely insane. I am just completely exhausted and I got to be up and out of the hotel at 6 in the morning to catch my flight. So I'm gonna make this clip and probably go to bed soon, but it was pretty freaking awesome and it was a really good event, probably one of the funnest ones I've had. You know, it was great meeting all the new people and then everybody that watches my channel that came and said hello. I really appreciate that. It means a whole lot to me. That made the entire trip, even if I only got 5 shinies the whole time. You know, people coming up and saying hello was really fantastic. I really enjoyed that. If we take a look here, we got way more than 5 shinies. We got 196 of the last 4 days, so that's pretty crazy how many we got. And the only thing we didn't get on the list were like 1 or 2 unknowns and the shiny dust form Rockruff, but we did get that in a trade from Andy, so appreciate that, man. But if we take a look here, we got a Sparrow, we got 3 red Pikachus, 4 red Pikachus, my bad. We got a blue and 2 yellows, a Jigglypuff, we got a bunch of shiny Stardust in the Meowth, a Geodude, we got 5 Farfetch'd, we got Lickitung, Totodile, Hoppip, 3 D unknowns, an E, and 2 H's, 3 L's, an R, 2 S's, 2 exclamation points, 3 question marks, so that's pretty freaking awesome to get all that. And then on top of all that, we also have 2 Dunsparce, 2 Heracross, male and female, so that's pretty fun. We got 3 Teddiursa, we got 5 Slugma, a Corsola, and then for the Spendo, we got a number 2 that we just hatched, so that was really convenient on the way to the hotel. We've got 2 number 4s, 3 number 5s, and 1 number 7. We got 3 Quartfish, 2 Chimecos, a Spheal, 5 Beldums, a Glameow, 3 Finian, 3 Timber, 2 red striped Basculins, a Scraggy, and what is that? 4 Solosis, a Vanillite, Carablast, 2 male Frillish, 4 female Frillish, 3 Ferroseed, and we got 5 Clinks, 2 Galarian Stunfisk, 3 Druddigon, and we got 5 Golett, 3 Pawniard, 3 Heatmore, 2 Durant. We got the Meloetta that we got from the research, so that's pretty fun. I mean, if you don't want to count that, we got 195 shinies. We got 4 White Flabébés, 3 Skiddos, 1 NK, 6 Binacle, 3 Skrelp. We got 6 Claunchers, 2 carbinks, and 10 rock roughs, and not a single one was the dust form, and that is just absolutely insane. Last time I looked was earlier today, and I had like 153 encounters, and that was just crazy that not a single one. I know a bunch of people I talked to, they got multiple of the dust form, but not us. That one was just not in our cards, but like I said, Andy helped us out, so really appreciate that. We also got 2 Fomantis, 2 Sandygas, 4 Turtonators, a Togedemaru, 2 Jangmo-Os, 3 Squovids, 3 Wooloos, 4 Phalanx costumes with trains, so that's a pretty good one, I think. You know, pretty fun. And we got, looks like 6 Zacian, and one of them had the background and it was really good. Yeah, this one, so that's pretty freaking awesome. A 14, 15, 15, or 13, 15, 15. We'll definitely take that. And then we got the 4 Zamazenas, also one of those, not as good, had a background, so that's pretty freaking sweet. I like getting the location cards. And then we got a Smolid, a Bombardier, 4 Citadel, and 5 Frigibacks, so did pretty good. If you look right here, we completed this set today, so that's pretty freaking awesome. We'll definitely take that. If we take a look at just today's shinies, we got 48, and we can do a quick scroll through right here. We went really crazy on the unknowns. We got an E, H, 2 L's today, an R, an S, and an exclamation point, so that's pretty freaking fun. And we also got, no, we didn't get one of each spended today, but we got 2 5s, a 4, and a 2, so we were able to complete all those that were available. That's pretty freaking awesome. And we got Finians and some other stuff, so that's pretty freaking awesome. Like just today we had 5 rock roughs and not a single dust form, but we'll let that go now. And yeah, some other good stuff in here, and like I said, 3 Frigibacks just today, so that set was complete in just today alone. And the last thing we will do for the day, we'll go ahead and evolve this rock rough into a dust form, so that's pretty freaking nice. And once again, Andy, really appreciate it. So now we're gonna evolve this, and it was a great experience overall, so I can't complain about anything. Even though we didn't get this one, we had to trade for it, but you know, I'll take it. So there it is, being registered to the decks, and I like the green eyes with the blue. It looks really good. So like I showed you earlier, it's not the best in stats, but you know, we'll take it. Alright, that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And also comment down below and let me know, were you here in New York, or are you going to Paris, or did you attend the Osaka, or are you just doing the global? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to see more of this content, you can check it out right here, and you can also subscribe on the other side. So with that being said, I'll see you next time.